In today's video, I am going to be breaking down different 4-out basketball plays that you can run with your team that will allow you to score some easy points. These are going to be easier 4-out offenses that you can run with younger teams or even older teams as well. So let's get down and let's check these out. But really quickly, make sure to go check out my Unbeatable Basketball Zone Defense book because that is going to trap the corners and also double the low post, which essentially leaves only the point open, but then there is still single coverage at the point, which means that everything is covered and it is absolutely deadly. So definitely go check that out. Let's get down and check out these 4-out basketball plays. Okay, so in this first play, it's going to be very similar to a zoom action. And what we are going to do is have player 1. He is going to be dribbling towards player 4. And player 4 is then going to meet him somewhere around the free throw line extended. When this happens, player 5 is going to be setting up a staggered screen for player 4. At this time, if you have a younger team, instead of having player 2 set the away screen for player 3, what you can do instead is just to have player 2 space the floor so that when player 4 gets this ball, player 1 is going to roll, and then player 4 is going to be coming off of the staggered screen. Player 5 will pop, and this is going to give player 4 multiple different options. The reason why we want to space player 2 out is because his man would be in the gap, and we don't want that, so we want him out of the way. Now, if player 2's defender is in the gap, player 4 can attack that gap. That's going to draw player 2, and now we can kick out to player 2 blue for the open three-point shot. If player 2's defender is not there, player 4 could drive and attack the basket, or he could pass to player 1, or he could pass to player 5. Now, the other option is when player 4 drives. If player 3's defender is playing help defense, then this could be a kick out to player 3, or if player 2 dropped and then he's playing drop coverage, player 4 could still kick it out to player 2, and that would still be a three-point shot. So essentially what is happening here is player 4 could get a 2-point shot, player 1 could get a 2-point shot. We could still kick that ball back to player 5 if there was a miscommunication on defense, which would give us a 3-point shot, or these two guys could give us 3-point shots as well. So this essentially gives us 5 different scoring options depending on how the defense is playing us. Another fun play that you could run out of this is to have player 4 from the corner show to the free throw line extended, and you can make this pass over to player 4. When this happens, player 5 sets the back screen, and player 1 can cut to the basket. When this happens, this may be an open passing opportunity to player 1 while he is cutting to the basket. After that back screen, player 5 is going to pop. Now, we're going to then have player 4 set that pass over to player 5, and then we want to cycle this ball to the other side. Player 1 is going to then relocate up to the free throw line, player 4 is going to sink, and now player 3 is going to show, and we can run the exact same thing on this side, so that now player 1 sets that back screen, player 2 cuts to the basket, player 1 pops after the screen, and again, depending on if there is an opportunity for a pass here, we could get a 2-point shot, or after this back screen, if there's a miscommunication, let's say two players, player 1's defender as well as player 2 chase over and then overhelp on player 2 because let's say they don't want him to score, there's a miscommunication on defense, whatever may happen, player 1 will be then open for the 3-point shot. And if he's not, let's say they recover quickly, well, now we just cycle that ball back to the other side and run the exact same play on the other opposite side as we just did. Now, in our third and final play that I'm going to show you, we're going to have player 5 come up and set the screen for player 1. Player 1 is going to use that screen, but he's going to then dribble out to the opposite side and set the dribble handoff, the DHO, with player 2. Player 5 will be rolling to the basket, so there is an opportunity to pass here if he is open. However, while that may be the first option in the play, that is not the final thing that we want to see ran. So after this DHO, after this dribble handoff, we're still going to have player 1 roll to the basket. However, now we also want to see player 4 come in and set this screen for player 5 so that now player 2 has multiple options. He could hit player 5 for the mid-range or 3-point shot, depending on how comfortable you are with your 5-man shooting threes. Or you can hit player 2 on the roll when he's attacking the basket, or player 2 could shoot the 3 or attack the basket himself, but the paint's going to be pretty well clogged with the down screen by 4 and 1 rolling to the basket. So most likely, if this is open, it's going to be a 3-point shot. If you want an absolutely deadly defense, you have to check out my Unbeatable Basketball Zone defense book that is down in the description below. Anyways, I hope that this video has helped you. If it has, hit that like button and subscribe, and I'll see you guys again in my next video.